Watch this. Try this. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We got it? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. It's not. Oh, here's mine. Testing 1 2 3. Hey, we got it.
Hey, how about that?
We are live. We do apologize.
Boy, that was frustrating, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very frustrating. On the phone with my boss the whole time trying to get this, as he's also calling a Spring Hill game, but
hey, at least we had a picture for the first.
There we go, yeah.
Minutes.
Well, if you're just tuning in, I'm sure you've been watching at least. You probably like it better with no sound, but yeah, Giovanni Blackie's got a touchdown. Started the game on the Paola scored on their opening drive, and then Leighton Moore just cashed in a touchdown from 4 yards out for Paola. They've been running the ball pretty much this whole game. They've went past once, they went deep once, failed on it. Second down and 1, and Ramey looks like he picked up the first down. Coming into the night, or no, Ramey was short. Coming into the night, Giovanni Blackie needed, what was it?
Like 40-some yards?
Yeah, 33 yards.
He's got that.
And yeah, he's definitely got that. So he's crossed the 100-yard mark. Coming into that, Caden Ramey needed 175 yards. And you would think if he doesn't get it tonight and Paola goes on and wins, he'll cross the 1,000-yard mark next week, you would think. But a lot of football left to be played, Caleb, but it's a good one here so far for Paola.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Paola has thoroughly dominated this first half. Good defensively, pretty stellar offensively, just shoving it down Lansing's throat. But here comes a pass right here. He's got him. It's Ramey.
Yeah, nice little throw out in the flat to Caden Ramey and Trey Moala. Now 1 of 2 tonight. To pick up a 12 and the first down for Paola.
And like I said, the defense has been pretty stellar tonight. Lansing moved the ball efficiently their first drive, but Panthers buckled down when they got down to about the 25-yard line. Ever since then, Lansing has got nothing.
Absolutely. It's a cold night, so you would think, this weather, these two teams, especially for Paola, it works out in their favor.
Absolutely.
Running that football. They fake the toss. Now Moala didn't know what to do with it. Takes off, picks up about 3 yards.
I think that may have been. I think Ramey wasn't expecting that, or there was miscommunication somewhere in that play. But still, out of all that, still got 2 yards out of that. So it could have been a lot worse. Get what you get out of a busted play like that.
Absolutely, I do think the first toss was a fake, and then it was supposed to go the other way. But I think you're right. Ramey kind of wasn't really looking for the ball there.
And mistakes are going to happen. It's just nature in football. Mistakes are going to happen. You just try to limit those. You got positive yardage out of the busted play.
Absolutely.
Move on to the next one.
Paola coming in on a 3-game winning streak. They are playing their best football of the season right now. And timeout
Paola
here.
Takes one. First Paola timeout of the day.
So we'll take it with them. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
And welcome back, everybody, to Paola Sports Live, 14-0. And as I was saying going into break, Paola comes in on a 3-game winning streak. They're now the 4 seed here in the state playoffs, going against the 10-seeded Lansing Lions. 11-seeded Lansing, 12-seeded Lansing Lions. Thank you, Caleb. Giovanni Blackie.
Oh, wait, no, that's not right either. It's the 13 seed.
Is it 13?
Yeah, 1, 16, 2, 15, 3, 14, 4, 13. Or
It is the 4-13. I have everything mixed up.
we've had a rough night. All right.
I should have had my playoff book open. I have it even written down.
Oh, we had everything ready, and
Yeah.
the audio decided to
It threw me off.
throw us a number 10, but we'll recover. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Second half will be a lot better.
That's right.
Blackie in the backfield. It's Newkirk down. Moala
Go, baby.
keeps it himself, and he's got room across the 20, inside to the 15, around the 13-yard line. It's a big gain there by Trey Moala. A pickup of 21 yards, and the Panthers back inside the red zone in business.
Absolutely. Right tackle sealed off the edge, and Muwala made a great read, stuck his foot in the ground, headed north, literally north, and got a big gainer out of that. Panthers in business in the red zone. And we got another. Oh, we're waiting for the chain gang to catch up. Paola's going too fast for the chain gang to keep up.
Absolutely. Chain Gang a little off their game tonight. Our computer was off its game tonight.
Are we doing some Halloween voodoo on here? Or what
Newkirk down, bottom of your screen. Early wine in the slot. Two wide receivers set. They pitch it out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Blackie. He's got the edge, and he dives to the pylon. Touchdown! Paola! Giovanni Blackie from 15 yards out. And the Panthers lead it 20-0.
Well, that one there, it looked like it was a busted play initially. It looked like Leighton and Trey bumped into one another, but Trey was able to regain focus and make a nice pitch out to Giovanni, and he got the corner with ease. Paola up 3 touchdowns.
Gotta love it there. Panthers now lead by 3 scores. Dominic McCoy, he is not the kicker. He is out for the rest of the season. He got hurt in that Lewisburg game as this PAT is blocked. It was a low kick. So it keeps it here at 20-0.
If that's the worst thing that happens to Paola all night, that's a pretty good night.
You got to think. I mean, Lansing comes in on a 5-game losing streak. They actually started the year 2-1, but it's been a struggle ever since. They've lost their last 5 in a row. They're 2-6 coming into tonight. They're 1-2 on the road. Their only wins are against Turner. They beat Turner 60-0, and then they also had a big win, close nail-biting win against Shawnee Heights 17-14. Both those happening in week 2 and week 3 of the football season.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't fault Lansing for that. They're battle tested. They played about four or five 5A schools on the year. It's just Paola's taking it to them right now.
Hey, you gotta love it. This is a young Lansing team too. Not very many seniors. The 10 seniors on the roster, but 2 are out tonight. Only 8 have suited up.
Uh-oh.
And it's a nice return there by Adrian Spencer. Spencer across the 50 and pushed out of bounds around the 47-yard line. And that's been one of the struggles for Paola they've had all season long is the special teams unit. We saw it against Tonganoxie. They gave up a touchdown. Last week against Lewisburg, they gave up 2 big returns that set up Lewisburg before the defense made some huge stands.
Yeah, absolutely. It really has been a struggle for the special teams unit this year, but so far it hasn't bit Paola too much. And if you're Lansing here, this is a must touchdown drive here. You got to score here right before half.
Down 3 scores, drops back to throw is Dalton Jorgensen, the sophomore quarterback. And that one's incomplete.
What a play by Logan Newkirk over there. Broke on the play beautifully. Now we have an injured Lion. Looks like an offensive lineman is down for the Lions. Number 58 is the one injured.
Yeah, it's Chaz Allen who is down. And we'll take a break here for the injury. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
And we are back 20-0 our score. Second down and 10 coming up here after the injury. As Allen was able to walk off on his own power to the sideline. So Lansing comes back out with a 4 wide receiver set.
And let's not forget, Lansing's already used 2 of their timeouts, so they only got 1 left for the remaining of this half.
Yeah, they run a little fullback draw here, right up the gut, and picks up nearly 9 yards.
Yeah, the Caden Ramey was trying to strip the ball there, and it cost his team about an extra 5-6 yards and allowed Lansing to get that first down. And it looks like...
Yeah, it was the big fella, Calvin Sholey. He's listed as a defensive lineman, and you look at him, he is 260 pounds.
He's the deep man.
Number 90.
Woo! Batted away.
Yeah, good defense there. Batted away at the line of scrimmage. Caden Ramey came flying in there and got his hands on it. Second down coming up.
And you know, the coaches always teach this. If you can't get to the quarterback, throw your hands up. You never know what could happen. And that's what happened right there. Nice defensive play.
We saw Dalton Pysick come in and get 2 sacks last week against Lewisburg, as Paola really was able to get their pass rush going last week. They've had a good pass rush all season long, but the sacks numbers hadn't been there. Last week, they were able to tally those up. Second down and 10 for Jorgensen. And it's a huge hit there by Clayton Forrest to break it up.
There's a flag. I mean, that's bang bang there. I mean, it's not going to be PI. I think it might be defenseless receiver here, but man, that was a wallop.
Well, anytime you get a hit anywhere near the head at this level, you're going to get a flag, and you don't see very much of that. Calling the Paola crowd, they do not like it. They're showing their displeasure, but big hit there. And so to keep this Lansing drive alive.
Man, that was, like I said, it was a bang-bang play. The receiver was off the ground, so I understand the call. It's dangerous, and you got to call it. It's just unfortunate it happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big hit right there by Force, but flag's going to move up the Lions.
And this is going to be big for Lansing if they can get a touchdown here, because they will get the ball to start the second half, because they deferred their option to the second half. So the Panther defense needs to buckle down and keep Lansing out of the end zone. Do not give Lansing any momentum going into the halftime.
So first down and 10 from the 23 for Jorgensen. Best opportunity yet for the Lions to air it out deep back into the end zone. It's a fade route. It's hauled in. Touchdown, Lions. It was Richie Patrick, the senior wide receiver, who hauled it in.
That was a beautiful pass. Just a gorgeous pass by Jorgensen. Newkirk was there and just placed perfectly and just what Lansing needed. But did they leave too much time on the clock for Paola? With a minute 21 left and 2 timeouts, Paola's got time to get down there and get in the end zone for the half.
Yeah, if the Panthers are able to rip off a big run, they could be able to set something up here. 20-6 our score. Extra point is up, and it is good by Liam Zell. So it makes it 20-7, and it's a 13-point lead for Paola. We'll take a break here. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
20-7 our scores. The first half is about to come to a close, but Caleb will see how aggressive Paola plays it. You definitely will probably see him run, and then they'll go from there. Really, probably it's going to depend on what happens here in this first play.
Yeah, I agree. I will also not be shocked if we do try to do a little pass play, like a screen pass or that little 5-yard out to try to bust off a big play, but you're not going to be overly aggressive, that's for sure. You don't want to have a turnover right after Lansing just got the momentum. It's kind of nip and tuck what you're going to do here because Paola's got 2 timeouts, but we'll see what happens.
So Liam Zell kicks it deep and keeps it away from Giovanni Blackie.
It's a good return.
Still on his feet is Younger. So a nice return there for Paola as they'll take over around the 30-yard line, right on the 30. Minute 13 to go.
And like I said, with decent return there, now it opens up the playbook. You're going to see a run play here. I can assure that. And hopefully Blackie can bust one, get up near midfield. Then you really got options with 2 timeouts. Over a minute to play here.
Yeah, you definitely got to think your most explosive player is going to get the ball here on first down because he can rip one off at any given moment. It's Blackie in the backfield, and they toss it left. Blackie tries to get to the outside and nowhere to go. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the Lions. It was Shane Smith there to make the stop.
Yeah, that was good defense by Lansing there. Stayed in their lanes, did not bite inside, came outside, forced Blackie back in. There was nowhere to go for Giovanni there.
Paola keeps it, now pitches it to the right is Giovanni Blackie. He's got space, needs to get out of bounds, but can't. Good job by Lansing keeping him in bounds. Clock will run once they get the chain set.
And there's 36 seconds left, so the Panthers really have to hustle now.
That's one where you're, Blackie, you got it. You had the first down. You needed just to get out of bounds.
And there's the spike.
So 28 seconds to go.
Stop the clock.
And 28 and a half seconds.
28 and a half seconds left on that clock.
So they're going to have to add 4.3 seconds. They're going to add 29 seconds.
So it's going to be 29. So they're going to put 29 seconds on the clock. You guys got it? 29.
So 29 back on the clock. They're going to add
There it is.
0.5 seconds they're going to give to Paola, so can't complain there.
No, and they know it's going to happen. I mean, I've done clock work. It happens, unfortunately, and they'll get it straightened out, and they did, so no harm, no foul there. Be 2nd and 10 now after the spike.
Blackie in the backfield. Play action pass. Paola airs it out deep. It's a wobbly pass. Oh, it's hauled in! Hauled in by Christopher Rojas Faust. Paola's got to run.
You got 2 timeouts. Use one there, and they did. They did.
So smart timeout there by Coach Dumper. What a pass there by Paola. You know, it aired it out. It was not a spiral. It was short, but Christopher Rojas Faust did a tremendous job coming back to the ball and hauling it in.
And you know, it wasn't pretty, but in the stat sheet, it's about a 40-yard spiral for a first down.
Absolutely. That's Rojas Faust's second catch of the season. Before that, he had 1 catch for 15 yards. That coming in the first game of the season against Bonner Springs. So nice to see him make a big play for this Panther team.
And now you got 19 seconds. Still got 1 timeout left. You're at the 25. You don't necessarily need to throw it here. Hopefully, if you do decide to run it, hopefully you can get out of bounds, or Giovanni makes a big play, can score here, or get out of bounds, or you can throw it. Your options are wide open here with 1 timeout remaining. You can do either.
Absolutely.
Will they be ultra aggressive and go for the end zone on a pass, or will they be conservative, try to make a big play, then use their timeout, and then go to the end zone?
One problem is you got Dominic McCoy out. He got hurt in that Lewisburg game, and we've seen him make 37-yard field goal. He's 4 for 4 on the season, but with him out, you really don't have any kicking game going the rest of the way. So everything here has got to be, you got to be thinking end zone.
And they're going to throw it.
Moala. He's got a man wide open. Hodges! Touchdown! Paola! It's Maxwell Douglas from 26 yards out, and a huge strike and score for the Panthers.
Maxwell Douglas, eh? Trust me, your tongue got tied up there, but beautiful pass by Trey Moala. Even better catch by Maxwell Douglas. Huge answer for the Panthers. Not what Lansing needed. I told you when Lansing scored, they left too much time. They paid the price.
No, absolutely.
Now the Panthers might go for 2 to try to get that point back that got blocked the last time, and they will. They're going for the 2.
That may be what they have to do probably the rest of the way tonight. We just saw that extra point get blocked. Didn't look pretty. Moala rolls to his right. Has his receiver, throws it back to the end zone, and it's intercepted. It looked like he had Douglas out on the flat, but opted to go back to the end of the end zone to Lojas Fost. Is incomplete. So 26-7 our score.
And on that play, you did see Douglas open over there, but then out of the corner of his eye, he saw Fost wide open in the back of the end zone. He just didn't get his feet set, didn't get much on the throw, and it ended up short.
But a big answer, though, you know, that's something Paola has lacked all season is the passing game. That's Trey Moala's 3rd passing touchdown of the season. Before that, one to Maxwell Douglas. His other 2 had gone to Logan Newkirk. But
yeah, it was a huge touchdown for the Panthers here. And now, unless Lansing can bust off a big return here, I don't see how they can do much of anything here at the end of the half.
yeah, if you don't get a big return here, you're likely taking a knee, taking it to halftime. And that is such a huge blow if you're head coach Dylan Brown and these Lions. You got a big answer. You thought you're going to get the ball right out of the half. You got to stop, but you couldn't get the stop. It's kicked deep into the end zone.
Just trickle
for the touchback.
And you saw the Lansing return men try to kind of give up on that play. That ball sits outside the end zone. That's a live ball. Paola could have pounced on that, but they got lucky and it went into the end zone.
Absolutely.
But now here, 12 seconds, you got to go 80 yards. Just take your lumps, take a knee, go to halftime, and regroup and see if you can come out and call your way back in the game because Lansing does get the ball to start the second half.
No, absolutely. You got to just take a knee here and then
either take a knee or try a run play. That's about all you can do here. Who knows? They might try a Hail Mary. Something may happen.
Problem is you just don't want to turn it over. I mean, even if you put the ball on the ground, you're giving, or you throw it and Panthers get interception, you're giving them another chance at a play, but they're going to set up a slip screen to the big fella,
that ain't going
Calvin Sholey. And
who's that limping for Paola there? Number 53, it looks like, or 63, is limping around there. It looked like he rolled his ankle a little bit there.
No, it's Zach Donahue, but 26-7 on halftime score. Gotta love it if you're a Paola fan.
I certainly do. And I love it that we're actually on air now. Woohoo!
Absolutely. So we'll take our halftime break. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawly.
I hate Go Brawly. I miss satellite internet.
Go Brawly. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
So we are back, and we'll get some reads from our sponsors that we really weren't able to get it through the first half. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawly. It just works. Go Brawly is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with the Go Brawly. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawly.com. Our pregame show, we're going to make our halftime show now, is brought to you by Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, where they are committed to providing quality health care to families in Miami County. A comprehensive approach to oral care, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. Learn more at ironhorsedental.com or drlaurasortho.com. 26-7 is our halftime score, and it was a big first half for Paola as they scored on their opening drive, taking it the length of the field. Giovanni Blackie cashed in from 2 yards out. Then Paola on their third drive of the game, they would go back down the field. Leighton Moore would then take it in on a fullback dive from 4 yards out, making it 14-0. Then here in the second quarter, Giovanni Blackie ripped off a little speed option play. 15 yards, going up 3 scores as the Panthers went up 20-0. But then Lansing would respond right before half. Shane Smith would haul in a 23-yard touchdown reception from quarterback Dalton Jorgensen, making it 20-7. But right before the half, we saw Maxwell Douglas respond with a 26-yard touchdown catch of his own from Trey Malala, making it 26-7 after the failed 2-point try. Big first half, but well, let's break through it, the playoffs here, and we'll just go through the whole entire bracket for Paola. And that 1 seed tonight, we're seeing Baser take on Labette County. The 8-9 is St. James Academy versus Lewisburg. And St. James Academy was winning 14-0. In the Paola region, Paola's got Lansing, and then who we're up tonight against. If they win tonight, they'll face the winner of Piper versus Coffeyville. Piper expected to win. They're 5-3 on the year. Coffeyville is 2-6, but if Coffeyville's able to pull off an upset, that'd be big. And the 2 seed is Chanute, and they're playing Bonner Springs. Tonganoxie's taking on Bishop Miege. Miege down this year, but they're still Bishop Miege. They were 2-6. We'll see if try to get the scores on some of these games. The 3 seed is Atchison. They're taking on Fort Scott tonight. 6-11 is Eudora versus Ottawa. Eudora was up 7-6 early in that game. So we'll take our second break here, and we'll have more here on our halftime show. You're listening to Paola Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
And welcome back, everybody, to Paola Sports Live. We'll try to, as we're going through some updates on scores, I guess we'll just start from the top. Let's get a live read here first. Our starting lineups tonight were brought to you by Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill, your area Bobcat mower dealer. Start next year's mowing season with a great Bobcat mower, or take your mower in for a full tune-up, working up all types of small engines. Hers also has you covered when it comes to hydraulic hoses and cylinder repair. To learn more, go to hersinc.net or call 913-247-3530. Time for a Chamber Connection, brought to you by the Paola Chamber of Commerce. The Paola Chamber is always working to promote business in Paola and the surrounding area. The Paola Chamber reminds you to shop local first. To learn more, call 913-294-4336 or visit paolachamber.org. All right, so some scores around that are in 4A. Baser-Linwood, they're winning at halftime against Labette County, the 1 seed, 41-8. Atchison was beating Fort Scott at halftime, 7-0. Eudora all over Ottawa, 41-6 at halftime. Piper up 14-0 over Coffeyville. Some more scores here. Looks like that may be all we got. Tonganoxie is knotted up at 13 apiece at halftime over Bishop Miege. Miege definitely down this year, and that would be a huge win, especially for what Bishop Miege did to the Chieftains last year. They put a beat down on Tonganoxie, and Tonganoxie had a great team last year. So we'll see if Tongi's able to get some revenge against Bishop Miege. So we'll take another break here. 26-7 is our halftime score. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
Does that mean InstaTalk works now?
Go Brawley, internet that just works. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
So 26-7 is our halftime score. Want to give thanks to the support from our sponsors. Paola Sports Live is proud to provide tonight's coverage of Panther Athletics free of charge. If you enjoy our broadcast and would like to show your support, please go to www.paolasportslive.com/donate and make a contribution. Thank you to our sponsors, fans, coaches, administrators, and student athletes. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and never miss a broadcast by subscribing at youtube.com/Paola Sports Live. So 26-7, our halftime score. Yeah, what a big first half it was for Paola and Caleb. For Paola, what are they going to have to do? What are the keys here for the second half to put away Lansing?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Don't turn the ball over. No penalties. I don't think Paola had one penalty that first half, and that was that late hit, or a defenseless receiver hit that led to Lansing's only touchdown of the game. But other than that, it's been a phenomenal game plan from start to finish. Paola had one offensive drive where they kind of stumbled on themselves, went 3 and out because they had a fumble on a pitch play on 2nd and 10. But other than that, it's been a picture-perfect game plan for Paola. They've established the run game. They've thrown it a few times, including the touchdown pass at the end of the half. It's just don't let up. Keep doing what you've been doing. Do not let Lansing get back in this ball game. And Lansing has an opportunity to do that to start the second half as they get the ball first. So Panther defense has the opportunity to put the stamp on this game early in this second half.
And for Lansing, what are they going to have to do to try to get themselves back in the game? Such a huge blow at the end of the half with that Maxwell Douglas touchdown. Reception.
Yeah, absolutely. Their psyche's a little shot right now because they had Paola right where they wanted them. Had a nice touchdown drive at the end of the half. Thought you were going to be down 20-7 at halftime, and for Paola to go down the field in a minute in some odd seconds on like 6 plays, those are killers. Those are absolute killers. The coaching staff has to calm that team down, get their heads right. They have an opportunity to get back in this game with the touchdown drive to start the second half. And they got to somehow find a way to get Paola off the field because Paola has just been gashing them up the middle. Toss sweep out to the left, toss sweep out to the right. Nothing is working defensively for Lansing. They got to make adjustments, send more guys in the box, make Paola beat you throwing the ball.
And it feels like, too, everything hinders for Lansing, hinders on what's going to happen on this drive.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't score, say you go. Really, if you don't get any points here, you know, you're looking at a huge gaping hole you're really putting yourself into. They're going to have to get points here.
Oh, yeah, there's no question. You got to make this a 2-score game right away because if you don't, your backs are up against it. The time is against you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what Paola wants. That's exactly what Paola fans want. But if Lansing wants to get an opportunity in this game, they have to take this opening kickoff and score on the ensuing drive. It just has to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right because the time will be against you. Paola's not going to come out throwing the ball all over. They're going to come out and run the rock, and they're going to get Blackie, Ramey, Moore going, even Trey Moala.
Because here's what Paola's going to do. They're going to run the ball. They're going to take that play clock all the way down to about 1, 2, or 3 seconds before they snap the ball. There's 25 seconds gone like that. So
absolutely.
The clock is definitely in Paola's favor, being up 3 scores. It's just it's a tough uphill climb in high school when you're down 3 scores at halftime. It can certainly be done. I've seen it happen. But the odds are really against you. But like I said, if Lansing can score on this opening drive, they'll get some confidence back because they have no confidence at all right now after that devastating touchdown Paola had at the end of the half. But I've seen crazy stuff happen, especially in high school, especially high school playoff football. We saw it last year.
Yeah.
When Paola and St. James played. St. James got out
crazy game.
St. James got out to about a 20-point lead. Paola stormed all the way back to within 3, had the ball at midfield, and had that costly interception that ended the game. So this game isn't over. It is not over by a long shot. So Paola has to stay focused, stick to the game plan. Don't do anything stupid. Don't turn the ball over. Don't beat yourself. Let Lansing come back and beat you if you get beat. Do not give them life.
Paola's got the experienced coach, and Coach Dumpert. He's been here before. I mean, he's been in quite a few playoff games over his 40-year coaching career.
Absolutely. And I tell you this right now. They don't want this to be Dumpert's last game. They do not want this to be his last game, and I don't think it will be. I think Paola's got some heart in them. They've showed it in that first half. They showed it ever since that tough loss at Wamego, that overtime loss. Ever since then, something clicked, and it looks like the Paola team of old the last 4 or 5 games. It's been incredible the turnaround they've had.
They really do. It's because, we were talking off air. You look back at this season, Paola should have one loss. They should have one loss. It should be to Spring Hill. Spring Hill came out and whooped their butt. And
that's it.
It really feels like they should have beaten Wamego. Really feels. I mean, they led the whole game against Tonganoxie, and they gave it away at the end. But this Paola team, they have turned it around. They're playing their best football of the season right now, and at the perfect time.
Absolutely.
And it's carried into tonight's playoff game against Lansing. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going and put away the Lions here in the second half as we are getting ready for the second half kickoff. Time running down, and as Caleb was saying, the Lions will get the ball first, and it is a must-score drive
there you go.
for the Lions here.
Yeah, there you go. But, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Paola can put a stamp on this game if they can hold Lansing out of the end zone. But like I said, it's playoff football. Throw all that junk out the window. It's a new half, score 0-0. Who cares what the scoreboard says if you're Lansing? This is where the money's made in the second half.
And this is a young Lansing team. Only 10 seniors on the roster. Only 8 are suited up tonight. So really, with a young team like that, you can just throw your best shot. Show everything, especially now, and to expect Lansing to be really aggressive here.
Yes, absolutely. They're going to be throwing the ball because they're pretty much one-dimensional now, and that's been an Achilles heel for Paola this year, has been defending the pass. But they've done a pretty good job. They've done a pretty good job tonight. Had a couple pass plays go for big gainers, but other than that, it's been pretty solid.
Yeah, Panthers give up 165 passing yards a game. And a solid return there by Adrian Spencer.
Number 52 with the tackle.
So Grant Solano made the stop.
All right, here we go. This is what Lansing needs right here. They got good, decent field position just across their 30-yard line. See what they do here, because they're going to be ultra aggressive, like you said. They're going to be throwing the ball. Paola's got to be ready for it. Cannot get beat deep.
You almost got to think Jorgensen's got to be nearly perfect here in the second half. As we begin here, it's a 2 wide receiver set. And they hand it off here to Joey Haynes, but not much room to go there. It's Jonathan Earlywine who brings them down in the backfield.
Boy, the Panthers brought on their big boy pants on these hits tonight. That's about 3 or 4 times that the running back for Lansing has just been stood up at the line of scrimmage, point of attack. Panthers are aggressive on defense. I love it.
Second down and 10 coming up. Just nowhere to go there.
Hey, Andy Reid, if you're listening, take notes.
Two wide receiver set again. Jorgensen moves Calvin Sholey out wide, out at the tight end spot, and false start.
Looks like the tight end on that side, number 9, left early.
Yeah, it was Calvin Shorley once again. I've seen him at fullback. We've seen him now line up at tight end. Listed as a defensive lineman, but big 260-pound senior now comes off the field.
Boy, they went backwards. They went backwards 10 yards. He's a bit demanding. It's a 5-yard penalty there, boys, not 10.
Second down and 15. Panthers are able to win tonight. They'll be home next week.
Yep.
That's why that win last week against Lewisburg was so big. Jorgensen, play action, looks to throw. Now scrambles to his right.
They're going to
get rid of it, and he is sacked!
63, nice play. From behind, didn't give up on the play, chased down the quarterback, and a big sack on the play.
It's Isaiah Taylor who chased him down to make the sack. The senior records his first sack of the season. A big-time play there by Taylor. Now makes it 3rd and 19 as Jorgensen loses 4 yards. And not the right kind of opening drive you were hoping for if you're a Lions fan.
Absolutely not. You've run 2 plays, you've lost 9 yards. Just devastating, but they still have a chance here, so Paola's got to guard the deep ball.
4 wide receivers set. Douglas in at safety. They aired out one-on-one ball, and is it hauled in?
Yes,
it is. A nice catch there by Richie Patrick out on the edge.
Panther coaching staff's not going to be happy with that. Deep ball down the far sideline, a beautifully thrown ball. Newkirk just wasn't quite in position on that, and it was played perfectly over the shoulder. Big play for Lansing, exactly what they needed to do there.
Yeah, it's a play Newkirk's got to make there. It's 3rd and 19. You got to get your head at least turned around to make a play on that football. Jorgensen hands it off, and not much room there.
And I don't understand why Lansing has that big defensive lineman as their tailback. It's not like he's going to get a full head of steam anywhere. Use him on the goal line as the Panthers do some funny commentary there with whoever made that tackle there. Got a special horse-sounding noise when it makes a tackle. That's pretty hilarious. I love that.
Yeah, it's Calvin Sholey. He's back in there again.
You would think they want some speed back there on these open field plays because, again, he's just a bruiser. He's not a lightning fast by any means.
Sholey makes a good block, and pass is hauled in there. And a nice juke there by Caden Howe. Howe is tackled around the 11-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 16, Caden Howe.
So Caden Howe makes a nice catch and then makes a nice play in space as there's now an injured.
That might be the quarterback.
Line, it is. It's Jorgensen down, and we'll take a break here. You are listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in the dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
So it is Jorgensen who needed help walking off the field. We'll see who the quarterback is here because backup quarterback Hunter Blome, the senior, is out tonight.
It's like number 5 or 6. Number 5 is the quarterback on this play.
So it's Caden Crawford, the 3rd-string quarterback, coming in. Does a good job with the pump fake. Now scrambles to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Has his receiver and touchdown by Caden Howe. Crawford, the senior, on his first play, makes a tremendous pass for the touchdown.
And apologize for the fans for not being able to see that play. We're kind of limited in space up here. We can't quite get the corners of each end zone, so it was thrown in an area where we couldn't see it, but it was a clean catch, a good throw, and exactly what Lansing needed to get back in this ballgame. Just 3-minute drive. Panthers had him 3rd and 19. Big play down the far sideline, set up the drive, and Lansing cashed in on it.
You were thinking after the Isaiah Taylor sack, Paola was going to make a 3 and out, but Lansing, after shooting themselves in the foot and getting sacked, had a huge 3rd and 19 conversion. And then Caden Howe did the rest of it, had the last 2 receptions. So he made a good play in the open field, putting on a juke, getting all the way down to the 11. And gets rewarded in the back of the end zone there as Caden Crawford comes in for the injured quarterback.
And this is where the Paola offense was like, okay, we just had this at the end of the first half. Same type of deal. Lansing scores, has a big momentum change. Now the Panther offense needs to come out and answer again and really hurt the psyche of the Lansing Lions, because right now, momentum's on Lansing's side. Will they try an onside kick here? I will not be shocked if they do that.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to likely try everything. But I expect them to kick it deep.
It may still be too early to do that, being just a 2-score game. Trust your defense, see if you can get off the field. As if you don't get the onside kick, then you put Paola at midfield.
They're going to kick it deep. And it's to Giovanni Blackie. Blackie's going to take it. And Blackie cuts, and he's tackled at the 40-yard line. A nice return there. And Giovanni Blackie's got Paola good field position.
Absolutely. Right at the 40-yard line. So basically a net gain for Lansing of 20 yards. That's not very good. So Paola has momentum, slight momentum back. Now let's see what adjustments Lansing made defensively against that beast of a running attack that Panthers have.
And Caleb, does it feel like Paola has to score here? Lansing has scored the last 2 times they have touched the football.
Absolutely.
Got a 12-point lead.
Absolutely it does. Again, no panic here. You're still up 2 scores. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Toss it right to Blackie. Blackie cuts, finds the hole, picks up 7 yards. It's a nice first down run by Giovanni Blackie.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's exactly what you needed to do there. Clock will run a little bit. And 2nd and short.
Panthers just have to be smart here. Can't have penalties to bring them back.
That's it. Stay disciplined. No stupid penalties. And make Lansing beat you by them making plays, not by you giving them plays.
Newkirk, the lone wide receiver. They motion Douglas. They hand it off to Blackie, and he picks up 6 yards here. He's across midfield into Lion territory, and it's a first down for Paola.
Right on script. Two really good run plays, about 13 yards between the two, and now the Panthers are in Lansing territory.
Clock's going to continue to run. Feels like Paola has to score here because Lansing, offensively, the last 2 times down, has been impressive. Moala keeps it himself, finds a hole, and does a nice job there after the play looked dead. Moala turns and finds the hole built on that right side and picks up about 5 yards.
And the Panther offensive line has really done well tonight. They have just blown Lansing's defensive front off the ball. Panthers get 2 or 3 or 4 yards before contact. You ain't going to win many games defensively if you give up that before first contact. This will not work.
There's Grant Solano there, who opened up that hole on the right side. Solano at that right tackle spot. Blackie in the backfield. Newkirk, bottom of your screen. They hand it off to Blackie. Bounces to the outside. In more. He cuts back. He's got a first down. In more to the 25. 20. Pushed out of bounds. As Giovanni Blackie's got a first down. It was Caden Crawford who pushes him out. But it's a big gain there, as the Panthers pick up about 24 yards. And it's a first down here for Paola. Back into the red zone.
Boy, it's nice when you have healthy Giovanni Blackie there, because that play was going nowhere initially, and he uses his speed to beat the defensive end, get around the corner, explosive play, Panthers in the red zone.
Blackie in his last 3 games averaging he is averaging over 200 yards a game, and he's the way this season started, you would have never thought he would have reached the 1,000-yard mark, but he has been red hot. Moala drops back to throw, now scrambles, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not much room there. It was Calvin Sholey who makes a stop.
Kind of a surprising call there, but I understand trying to beat Lansing over the top there, but got away with one there. Able to get back to the line of scrimmage as Lansing put good pressure on Trey that time.
If you're Paola, though, you don't want to get too cute. I mean, you got a 12-point game. Running the ball has worked all night here on the Lions. Waller keeps it himself. And he's going to try to get the edge. He picks up about 6 yards.
Oh, there's a flag.
And a late flag here for the late hit on Trey Moala, and that's going to give the Panthers a first down.
Now, that one there, I understand he tackled him to the ground. It's not like he ferociously tackled him to the ground. So that's one of those penalties where you're like, yeah, you got to throw it, but do you really? Do you really?
Yeah, I mean, that's such a huge blow, too. You're the Lions because you're going to have a 3rd and 4 coming up. But instead, now it's first down and half the distance to the goal for Paola.
Half the distance from the end of the play, so now the Panthers will have 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Panthers are going to have 4 tries to get in the end zone.
And what you guys didn't hear in the first drive of the game, the Panthers made it down to the red zone inside the 10, got to the 1, went for it on 4th down, and were able to get it in. So that's a big play in the game right now.
Oh, absolutely. Panthers have eaten 3 minutes of the clock here. Moala keeps it himself, cuts back around the 3-yard line. So Trey Moala picks up 4.
Nice job of hanging on to the ball there by Trey. Got hit from the back, and we usually see sometimes when you get jarred in the back like that, the ball can come out. But a really good job by Trey to hang on to the ball there. And thanks to that hit, got a couple extra yards out of it.
A game that's been dominated by the offensive line. We'll see if Paola can stick to their bread and butter. It's Moore in the backfield. The turn. Handed off to Leighton Moore. Is he in the end zone? He is! Touchdown! Paola! It's Leighton Moore's 2nd score of the game. And the Panthers lead it 32-14.
And a big answer once again. The Panthers have stood the test all night long. Whenever Lansing scores, they put the death punch back into Lansing, shocking them again. Now it's a 3-score game once again.
So Leighton Moore came into tonight not having scored a touchdown on the season. And he's got 2 tonight. Extra point is good. And it is 33-14.
Yes, just a perfect drive by the Panthers. Used some clock. Didn't get in any 3rd down situations. Excellent drive.
And a big response there. For Paola, especially. The Lansing offense went down the field and scored. Now they're going to have to do it again. You think they're going to have to play catch-up, and Lansing's going to have to try to make a stop tonight. But they're going to have to now put the pressure back on their offense.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the Panthers have had every answer for that Lansing front tonight. Lansing has not been able to do anything defensively tonight. The only stop they had is because the Panthers muffed a pitch and set up a 3rd and long, and Panthers almost got the 1st down out of that. So that was the only stop Lansing had all night, and Panthers are just too much for Lansing right now.
It's hauled in by Adrian Spencer. Spencer runs out of bounds here. See where they spot it. Spencer picks up about 8 yards. Spencer down at the 38.
And good field position for Lansing here. Like you said, around the 37, 38-yard line. And again, it's another must-score situation for Lansing, except now if they do score, you have to expect onside kicks from here on out.
So it's a full wide receiver set. Jorgensen's still out, so it's Caden Crawford back in there at quarterback. 1 for 1 tonight with the touchdown. Crawford drops back to throw, throws a high arcing pass, and it's dove, and it is hauled in. What a catch by Richie Patrick. Patrick picks up nearly 40 yards.
Man, what a spectacular diving catch right over there. Logan Newkirk is shocked over there. They've picked on him specifically the last 3 drives and have set up big plays to set up Lansing's offense.
Crawford now scrambles. Pysick has him wrapped up, throws it, nearly intercepted, but it's hauled in by Caden Howell. Howell's had himself a big game. Pysick provided the pressure, and it was a nice play there by Crawford.
And now the Lansing Lions are going to compound that mistake as they're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against them. It's either on the quarterback or big number 90 that shoved one of our players to the ground. And now instead of 2nd and 8, it's going to be 2nd down and way back.
Yeah, you just can't do those type of things. I mean, it's especially you're down and you're trying to play catch-up. You can't shoot yourselves in the foot. We'll see if Paola is now able to make a stop and take advantage of this penalty.
Yeah, the Panthers are just in the Lions' heads right now, and it's exactly what Paola wants to do. They want to force these penalties by Lansing. They know they're frustrated. Paola just wants to sit there and drive it into them, and it showed there. Just frustration by Lansing players there, and just you can't do that when you're down 3 scores in a playoff game. Nonetheless, now it's 2nd down and about
2nd and forever.
2nd and 20 something.
2nd and 25. It's Crawford at quarterback. 4 wide receivers set. Clock continues to run here. Crawford rolls left. Now airs it out. It's tipped in the air. It's intercepted! Intercepted by Paola. Panthers get a huge turnover.
Moore, look out! He might go.
Moore's going to take it the distance down the sideline. No. And Crawford catches him into the 10. But a big interception there by Leighton Moore. His first pick of the season. And now the Panthers have a chance to put Lansing away.
Devastating mistake by Lansing as they get the tip pass, get an interception, and now the officials are talking about something here. Is there a penalty flag? I don't see one on the field anywhere. It's going to move this back. Is it going to be before the interception or after the interception is the key?
Well, some of Lansing is...
I don't see a penalty flag anywhere on this field.
See what they call here.
Unsportsmanlike on Paola. It should be after the interception.
Yeah, it is. So it's going to be where the spot of the foul was.
Preliminary signal was another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
It is going to be Paola football. What a blow, because instead of being inside at the 7-yard line, it's Panther football.
It should be Paola football. I mean, I don't know why it happens way back here when it was an unsportsmanlike penalty. That's really...
Unsportsmanlike against the Panthers.
I'm puzzled by that.
Possession here in just a second.
I am puzzled by
that.
Yeah,
it is Paola football.
I'm puzzled by that, though, having to come back to the original line of scrimmage to do the penalty. What must have been after the interception must have said something.
It's at where it must have been at where it's where the spot of the foul was.
But that's unfortunate. It cost the Panthers about 70 yards of field position.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be at the 7-yard line getting ready to put Lansing away.
Instead, they're at their own 26, but still get the turnover. So that's still not what Lansing needed there at all. And now the Panthers really have an opportunity to put this one to bed.
One thing, though, it being backed up, if Paola is able to put together a long drive, you're able to eat up a lot of this clock. They hand it off to Giovanni Blackie. And Blackie keeps those legs going, picks up 5 to 6 yards.
And again, what the Panthers have done all night, have about 3 or 4 yards before contact. I've seen football for 20 years. You allow that before contact, you ain't going to win.
2nd down 3.
2nd down and 3. Give it to Blackie again. And he's going to be short of the first down marker. He picks up 2.
Nope, nothing hurt there if you're the Panthers. Now it's 3rd and short, exactly what you wanted from the get-go. You should have 2 downs to get a yard here.
And a flag here. This would be a false start.
Yes, it is. We're lined up offside, but I guess false start, yeah.
So it backs them up 5, so it goes from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6.
And Coach Smith is not happy with that, as he shouldn't be. Your 3rd and 1 had an opportunity to get the first down, run some more clock off, but now you're going to force yourself into a 3rd and 6 situation.
Biggest 3rd down coming up here for Lansing. If you're able to get a stop here, you're going to get off the field and get the ball back, most likely. Unless you're looking at a 4th and 1, maybe then Paola gets aggressive. We saw them get real aggressive a couple of weeks ago.
Absolutely, but being up 3 scores, even if you get to a 4th and 1, I still think
I
you
think
don't want
so
to give
too.
Lansing the ball down here in your own end of the field. So.
Especially when you got a good punter. And
got it.
And he's got Maxwell Douglas, and he's got the first down. Turns up the field. Pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Douglas' 2nd catch of the night.
Panther
and a nice play there by Trey Moala.
Panther fans are a little irate there. They want a late hit, but I didn't see much of one there. But it's a big first down for Paola. Now they can run some more clock off. Looks like it might be after the snap, though, because he was tackled out of bounds. So clock will be stopped momentarily.
Such a big blow, though. If you're a Lions fan, you needed a stop there, and you couldn't get it. Blackie and Ramey in the backfield. They turn and hand it off. And that was Leighton Moore who took the handoff.
And again, about 3 or 4 yards before contact again. Good blocking by the offensive line, who has dominated all day. And now you're ahead of the sticks, 2nd down short. Panthers are just too much for this Lansing Lions team. Just way too much for them.
This Lions team, a very young team, only 8 seniors playing in tonight's game. And about half of them didn't start.
There goes
It's Moore again.
And he's close to it. It looks like he's about a foot short.
He's right at the line. I think this is. I think he's going to have the first down.
I don't think so. I think they marked him about a foot short.
Where you're watching the far line judge, he was about half a yard over the line. And I was watching him. 3rd and 1, 4 down territory here for the Panthers. Walla hands it off. Panthers got a first down and more. So Leighton Moore, he's getting majority of the work here on this drive, and it's nice to see him get going. He was a starting fullback this season, and then he injured himself week 1, and Caden Ramey never gave that spot back. But now they kind of got a 3-headed monster in the backfield with Blackie, Moore, and Ramey.
Absolutely. It's just been it's been a fun night for the Panther offense. They have dominated. They just need to keep it going.
It's Blackie again, bounces off the first tackle, and Moore cuts back near the first down marker. He picks up 9 yards, and a nice strong run there by Giovanni Blackie.
That should be the end of the quarter if the Panthers wanted to go to the end of the quarter. They can certainly get another snap off, but they don't have to do it, as the play clock is about 5 seconds over what the game clock is. So
yeah, expect them to take it. I mean, you're up 3 scores. You want to be able to at least eat some clock
they're gonna,
in the 4th, so that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to let it wind down and go to the 4th. 4's up, baby.
33-14 is our score at the end of the 3rd quarter. Paola on top over Lansing. So we'll see if the Panthers are able to finish off the Lions as we go to the 4th. We'll be right back.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
And as we get ready for the fourth quarter, Caleb, you had a important score out in the 4A playoffs for the Bishop Miege game.
I do, as there's 4 minutes left in the third quarter in Tonganoxie, as Bishop Miege has just taken the lead over Tonganoxie, 20-13.
So big game out there. Paola tosses it to Black, and he's met in the backfield by Jamel Williams. Jamel is able to make a big stop there, and it goes from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 4.
Well, I don't know what happened there. Missed block somewhere, or Lansing brought more than Paola could block and blew that play up.
Yeah, they stacked the box there, so 3rd and 5 coming up. Blackie loses 4. They knew the run was coming there, and now a huge 3rd down opportunity for the Lions.
This is 4-down territory here for the Panthers at the Lansing 30. You got 2 downs to get 5 yards.
Paola drops back to throw.
He's going to run it.
Take off.
Needs a block. He's close. I think he's a yard short.
Did a tremendous job following his lineman on that left side. Dalton Pysett got him a block, but he is short. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and if you're Paola here, I just sneak it with the big quarterback and get that yard. Tried to get a little cheap 5 yards there, trying to get the hard count. Didn't work. Now the play call comes in.
2 wide receiver set. And they hand it off.
First down.
Has more trips.
Woo!
But gets it. He stumbles across that first down marker. Had a big hole created again from that offensive line because he tripped immediately over Paola's foot. And if that line did not give that push, he was going to be stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, that was a little scary there for the Panther offense as a little stumble happened, but able to have forward momentum, get about 4 yards on the play, easy first down.
Panther touchdown here would just about put away the Lions. They're able to eat the clock. Paola keeps it himself, cuts back, not much room to go there. He's taken down by Caden Crawford and Andrew Shields.
And if you're Lansing here, as much as you don't want to do it, you got to start thinking about your timeout situation as we've gone under 10 minutes to play in this ball game. Again, it's a moot point if Paola scores, but you want to give at least a slimmer chance here that something could happen with using timeout. More time, the better for them. But looks like Lansing's all but nailed it in, but anything could still happen.
33-14. Panthers eating the clock up. They hand it off to Blackie. Counterplay. Blackie tries to get to the edge, but a nice job there by Andrew Shields to take him down. Only a pickup of 4.
The hole was there initially, but it closed up real quickly. Just a nice play by Lansing, limiting the gain there for Giovanni. Now it's 3rd and medium, 3rd and about 7 for the Panther offense.
3rd and 6 coming up. 4-down territory for the Panthers. They're going to have 2 tries here to get this.
There goes
Blackie, and Blackie's got right at the first down mark, but yeah, I believe it's going to be a half a yard short.
And same situation as you had the last series of downs, 4th and very, very short. Will the Panthers do a quarterback sneak or try to do that quick dive again?
They go to the line in a hurry.
Oh,
and
they got the 5 yards this time. They got the 5 yards this time. No, timeout timeout Lansing before the penalty. Before the penalty, timeout was called.
Big break there because Sholey jumped. So we'll have a 4th down when we come back. You're listening to Paola Sports Live.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. (33-14) is our score. 8:13 to go here in the 4th quarter. Panthers inside the red zone in Lansing territory. 4th and about half a yard coming up for the Panthers. Lansing jumped on the previous play, but they got a timeout, so it resets to 4th and 1. Paola tries to hard count again. Turns and looks at the sideline. Paola hands it off, and Moore's got the first down.
He got her. He got her by a solid 2 yards, so 1st and 10 just outside the 10, so the Panthers aren't in goal to go yet. They can still get a first down basically at the goal line.
They can just keep eating more clock.
That's it, as we've gone under 8 minutes.
Touchdown here would seal the deal and put the Lions away.
Absolutely it would.
Paola then would be hosting most likely Piper next week. We saw the Panthers beat Piper earlier in the season 24-19.
That was a fun game, wasn't it?
It was a great game. They hand it off here.
That was late, and it looked like.
Moore picks up about 5 yards.
Give him about 4, maybe 4.5.
So Leighton Moore, who hadn't had a touchdown this season, tonight's got 2. Came in tonight with 29 carries for $162, 2 receptions for 20 yards. 20 tackles defensively too.
Panthers taking all the time in the world to get the snap off as they should. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock, under 7 to play.
They toss it right to Blackie. Blackie tries to get to the edge, picks up about 3 yards, gets down to the 4.
Looks like they marked him at the 5, but it's 3rd and 4. 4.5 from the 5. You got 2 downs to get 5 yards.
Alex Jordan there with the
stop. Touchdown, Tonganoxie.
Tonganoxie's
back within 1 of Bishop Miege.
It's Tonganoxie. Chance to try to pull off a huge upset. I wouldn't really call it an upset, but Miege is definitely down this year. They hand it off to Moore. Huge gaping hole. Touchdown, Paola. Leighton Moore putting away the Lions with his 3rd score of the night. And what a game for Leighton Moore. His 3rd touchdown, and he's got an interception on the night as well.
Absolutely. Just a dominating performance tonight by the Panthers offense. And they're going to put Lansing away, move on to next week. And another step closer towards potentially a championship. And low and no good. Kicked a little low, got the top half of the ball there, but that's okay, as the Panthers have just been brilliant tonight, especially offensively.
39-14 is our score.
It's now Lansing trailing by 4 scores. With 6:15 to go, nearly halfway through the fourth quarter. And Lansing, this young Lions football team, and their sophomore quarterback injured and likely out for the rest of this game, but they've looked good the last 2 times they've touched the football.
Absolutely, and another score update for the listeners out there. Again, it's 44 seconds left in the third quarter out in Tonganoxie, and the Chieftains are tied with the Stags at 20 apiece.
Chieftains looking for revenge. Bishop Miege put a beat down on that Chieftain Dream season last year. So it's Spencer back deep to receive. Spencer hauls it in at his own 18 as he runs out of bounds down the right side, far sideline. It's a 9-yard return. And
one thing I've noticed,
31.
One thing I've noticed about Lansing's returns, they never come back this way. They always stay on the sideline. I don't understand that at all. I guess they're scared of maybe turning the ball over or trying to bust it down the sideline, but every kickoff return tonight for Lansing has been down the right sideline. Nothing back in the middle of the field.
It's 39-14, Lansing will now just try to go out on a positive note. Get ready for next year.
And dropped.
Perfect throw by Crawford.
Easy there.
Hit
Easy
Butler
there.
in the hands.
You don't want to do something stupid there. The defensive back got away with one there. Number 35 for the Panthers. He shoved the receiver while he was on the ground. So
yeah,
don't want to do nothing stupid now.
It was dropped by Ryan French. French, the sophomore tight end, that's one he would like back. Second down and 10, 6:06 to play. Crawford in the pocket, and he is going to be wrapped up and sacked there by Cale Murdoch. Flag is on the play.
Is it going to be holding on Lansing?
So Cale Murdoch gets his first sack of the season. I believe this is going to back up.
It is holding on Lansing, so the Panthers will just refuse that penalty. And Cale Murdoch is the one that has the horse sound over the loudspeaker. And that's lovely. That's lovely.
Murdoch picks up his first sack this season, and that Paola pass rush has finally come alive, and the sack numbers are starting to finally come in the column. As we've seen so many times this year, how many times have we seen Paola get the quarterback wrapped up and they just throw a prayer and avoid the sack at the last minute? Crawford,
about like that one?
Just like that, was about to go down and throws it away. And 4th and 18 coming up. Lansing has to go for it.
Oh yeah, no, it's you know your season's over with. Try to come out, make some plays, have fun. You know you're done, but it's all about it's all about having fun now for Lansing. I mean, it's
you're done,
but it's the sad truth. I mean, that's
you're
not
just more harsh than I am.
Hey, I'm trying to be nice here.
It's a timeout here, 4th and 18 coming up. This is the ball game for Lansing, if it's not over already. Panthers are gonna likely run out of here on a 4-game winning streak now, and likely be getting a rematch with Piper.
And you know Piper is going to be ready for that, unless Coffeyville can come up with an upset, which I've seen done before in a 5-12 game. So
yeah, we'll try to get an updated score here. Atchison's beat Fort Scott 14-6. Eudora is up over Ottawa 40-6. Yeah, and Piper is who they'll be getting up 39-0 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so you know Piper's going to want revenge for what Paola did to them back on Paola's homecoming night in a brilliant ball game. It was 24-19. That was a fun game to watch, and looks like Paola now takes timeout.
It was a game that Paola led the whole way, and then Piper came down and came back and took the lead. And Piper shot themselves in the foot so many times. We saw so many penalties cost them, but Paola was able to really come back and then put them away with the big interception.
That's it. And
the end.
And let's not forget, Piper had a chance to go down and win the game. They had the ball down.
And they were driving.
They were driving. They were around midfield, but then Newkirk came up with the big interception to seal that game. So Panthers are going to have a good week of practice this next week and be prepared for a battle, because Piper is certainly not going to walk over.
And Newkirk came up with his first and only interception on the season.
20-20 tie with the Bishop Miege Stags.
And looks like Bishop Miege is going to have third and very long as they try to deep pass the end zone. It was incomplete.
39-14 here in our game. Crawford drops back. Face pressure, overthrows his receiver. He was looking for Ryan French. And now the Panthers can likely put in their backups and put them away. We're probably going to see Jed Osborne come in at quarterback.
And Trey's coming off, but I don't see Jet on the field as of yet. But Jet's over here with Coach Smith here on the sideline over here. So Jet Osborne is going in the game. Good game for Trey Moala tonight, an outstanding game. Rest him for this next week. Rest all the starters. Give the JV guys some love. Get him some playoff experience.
We haven't seen Osborne since early in the season. His numbers are he's 2 for 3 passing for 31 yards. He's got 11 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. He's led 2 touchdown drives on the season. Osborne hands it off here.
Nothing doing there. A couple yards maybe. Who's the running back there? Can't see the number.
Looked like it was...
Was it Younger, maybe? I think it was Clayton Younger. Number 42.
It was Gus Wright.
Handoff goes number 42, Gus Wright. Number 8, Andrew.
Yeah, I like seeing this. I like seeing the young guys get some playoff experience because we're going to need them next year. For these young guys, for the seniors that will be done after this year. So
Wright's one of the seniors, but coming in tonight, he had 7 carries. So he's kind of their fourth back and averaging a carry a game. Right again. So it's getting him more reps in a game like this. Wright still looking for his first score of the season.
Absolutely. And looks like Panthers are going to have 3rd and 6 right here as the time continues to wind down to 4.5. And it looks like Bishop Miege now has about 4th and 14 from the Tongi 30-yard line.
And if you're a fan of football, I advise anyone turn into our sister station at Tonganoxie Sports Live, and you can watch that game live. It's a handoff.
There he goes.
Here, and it's a touchdown for Leighton Moore. Moore's 4th touchdown of the game. This one from 19 yards out. I think it's safe to say Moore is likely going to be our player of the game. What a night he's had.
Oh, absolutely. He's player of the game. Like you said, 4 touchdowns. Brilliant game for Leighton Moore. Carry that momentum into the next week of practice and get ready for a battle with Piper. This has been a great ball game tonight. Fabulous offense.
45-14 now. Panthers lead by 31. Extra point is up and it is good.
He got it that time.
So 46-14 our score.
Just a dominant performance all around by the Panthers offense. Defense gave up a couple touchdown drives, but overall they've been pretty solid as well. But the offense has just been spectacular, scoring on almost every drive they've had the ball except one. It's been a fabulous offensive game plan for Paola tonight.
So Coach Dumpert, his career will not end tonight.
No, it will not. It will last at least one more week.
We'll get another home game. So we'll get Piper. We'll get a 4 versus 5 battle.
And to give you a little play-by-play here, while we get set for the kickoff here, Miege 4th and 14. Quarterback rolls to the right, fires deep, and it is caught for the touchdown on 4th and 14. Bishop Miege takes the lead 26-20.
Miege, that's a team that just knows how to win. It's a team that finds a way to win. Won so many state titles in the last decade. Short kick here, and it's going to go out of bounds.
First mistake by the kicker tonight for the Panthers. Sails out of bounds, and it'll put Lansing at about the 35 or 40-yard line.
It's 46-14 our score. We'll see what Lansing does here with the ball. Paola's put up the most points they have scored all season long. Tonight here against the Lions.
Absolutely.
Ball at the 35. Crawford back in there at quarterback to finish, the senior. Started the night at wide receiver.
And now if you're the Lansing Lions here, this is a pride drive right here. See if you can at least finish your season on a positive note by putting some points on the board. It's been a rough night, but they can take something from it if they can get a touchdown drive here to end the game.
Yeah, they hand it off here to Sholey. Big number 90.
And he got just a yard.
One on the play. 2nd down and 9. The Lansing 36-yard line.
Second and 9, under 4 to play. Paola's going to get to 6-3 on the season. Guarantees them, well, no matter what happened, they're going to have a winning record. Incomplete pass. He was looking at Caden Howell.
Yeah, this unfortunate here for the backup quarterback. His rhythm's off. He hasn't played all game. He's cold. He's missed some wide open targets, and that's expected coming off the bench. Of course, his first pass was a touchdown pass.
Yeah, you know, he started hot. His first pass was a touchdown pass, and then he let it, and then he let him downfield again before the interception.
He's just a little off right now. He's a little happy feet in the back. He's not setting his feet, and that's why the passes are sailing a little high or a little wide of the intended targets.
Yeah, I mean, since the interception, he has not looked the same. Crawford in shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set. Drops back to throw, good for protection. Looking for his man here, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nate Expose. It was perfect coverage there by Paola.
Number 35, great coverage there. One-on-one.
Donahue again.
Donahue was one-on-one and made a brilliant play to stick his hand up in there and break that pass up, avoiding the big play. And it looks like Lansing's just going to punt the ball back to Paola.
Yeah, if you go for it and don't get it, Paola's likely going down to score once again, to run up the score. I mean, not on purpose, but...
No, not at all. Late man coming in for the Lions punt unit.
Yeah, it is Crawford coming in. No one back there for Paola. Nice high punt by the Lions. Takes, though, a Panthers bounce. As it's going to be downed here by Crawford at the 39-yard line. 3:16 to go. So the Panthers are putting on the finishing touches over the Lions here.
And just got under 10 minutes to go in Tonganoxie. Bishop Miege leads 27-20. It looks like Tongi's forced into a 3rd and 6. So it's a big 3rd down play here for Tongi. Do not want to give the ball back to Bishop Miege. Do not want to do that. And it looks like Layton has come off the field. Now all the JV guys are in there now for the Panthers offense.
Early winding it tied in. Noah Gherkin out at wide receiver. They hand it off. Not much room there. It was Younger.
Nope,
it was right again with the carry.
Yep. Got a yard out of that. And unfortunately, Tonganoxie does go 3 and out. So now Bishop Miege has a chance to really put their foot on Tongi's throat with the score on this next possession.
Second down and 8. It's nice to see Gus Wright get some work. He's been that kind of odd man out this year, but
oh no, I mean
some opportunities here tonight.
This is exactly what he wants right here. Just getting some playing time, racking up some stats, knowing this is his senior year. He wants to go out with the bang.
No, absolutely. This time they hand it off to Cutter Mead. Mead maybe picks up a yard. Jamel Williams with the stop. So we're now at the 2-minute mark. Osborne under center. 2 wide receiver set. Douglas out wide. Bottom of your screen. They toss it to Wright, and Wright cuts up field, makes a nice move. Picks up 3 yards to bring up 4th down and 4. Early Wine will come in to punt for Paola.
Yep, so Panthers will punt it back to Lansing. Lansing will have about 2 or 3 plays to try to do something before the end of this game. So,
second punt of the night. Haven't seen this since the second drive of the game.
Yep.
And that second drive, Paola kind of went away from what they do best in running the football.
They didn't necessarily go away from what they did best. It's just they had a bad exchange on a pitch on 2nd and 10. Forced them back into a 3rd and about 17. And it limited their options the rest of that drive and went 3 and out and had to punt the ball away. But other than that, it's been spectacular play by this offense tonight.
So Coach Dumpert uses a timeout here. So as we get ready, so we'll see Paola back here in Panther Stadium. They'll be taking on the Piper Pirates, the rematch. Where Paola won that one 24-19 earlier in the season. As the game ended, Piper was putting together a late drive for the win, but Logan Newkirk made a big interception to ice that game. And it started, and it was the start of this Paola win streak.
And there's a long touchdown pass for Bishop Miege. It looks like Tonganoxie's run out of steam. They have played very well tonight against a stout team in Bishop Miege. Just looks like they've ran out of gas in this 4th quarter.
Boy, that could have been a big upset. Early Wine to punt, and it's blocked. And Lansing won't quit. First blocked punt we've seen all season long. Coach Dumpert, hands on his hips on the sideline. He's very upset.
No, you definitely don't want to see that. He's getting into Early Wine there as he thought Early Wine kind of was a little methodical on that punt, trying to get it kicked away. It allowed Lansing to get there quicker, and just not what you want to close out a game.
Credit Lansing, though, you know.
Absolutely.
You're down
absolutely
32 points.
You don't quit until that clock says 000 in the 4th quarter.
And for Coach Dylan Brown, you got a young team, and there's a lot to build off this. I mean, you're going to having your quarterback back, you're having your running backs back, your receivers were sophomores. I mean, a lot of these starters tonight were sophomores and juniors, and so they're going to – this team's going to be a lot better next year. They're going to finish the year 2-7, but that's not what they're going to be next year. I mean, this is a Lansing team that has got some promise, some young, talented players, and they'll be back. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And like you said, majority of the starters are sophomores or juniors, so they'll come back next year. I certainly expect a better season from them next season. It's just they're taking their lumps and bruises as a young football team, and that's what happens when you go against a more experienced team than you. They've been here before. They know how to win. Just Lansing doesn't quite know how to win yet, but they'll figure that out.
It's Crawford under center. Sholey in the backfield, and that's
he fumbles it.
Give it to.
There is a fumble on the play.
And did Lansing get it back? Yes, they did.
Sholey was able to recover his fumble.
This should be the last play of the game right here. Or no, they're taking the starters out. They're putting the backups in for this last play for Lansing.
Yeah, they're getting a nice applause over there on that Lansing sideline.
As they should. I mean, they fought hard. It's just they were outmanned tonight. Paola had a great game plan, executed it to perfection, and not much Lansing can do.
Panthers win it 46-14.
We're going to have one more play here, it looks like, before the end of the game, though.
Yeah, well, I'm banking on it being 46-14.
Might be kneeling down here. Oh, no, they're going to run it.
Hand it off.
There's the final play.
As Justin Shields takes it. 46-14 is our final score. Paola moving on to the second round of the 4A Kansas playoffs, where they're going to get a date with the Piper Pirates next week, as we'll see that one. We'll take a break here, and then we'll get into our post-game show. You're listening to Paola Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
There's a push. And it is a touchdown, Lewisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit GoBrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes!
You two really need to get Go Brawley.
So 46-14, our final score. Paola beats Lansing. Big as Panthers drop the most points they've scored all season long. They now get to 6-3. For Lansing, they fall to 2-7. That's how they end their season. They end their season on a 6-game losing streak. They had some, a spark there right around halftime and right out of the gates as they started, down 26-7. They came right out. It's Caden Crawford coming in for the injured quarterback Jorgensen, throwing a 16-yard pass on that 4th down to Caden Howe. But after that, it was all Paola. They would answer the bell with Leighton Moore with a 3-yard score, making it 33-14. Leighton Moore then would nearly hit a pick six. It would be called back as there was a there was unsportsmanlike on the play, but it was an interception for Moore. Moore then would tack on a 5-yard score to make it 39-14. Moore then would put on the finishing touches, a 19-yard touchdown run, making it 46-14. Leighton Moore is our player of the game. 4 touchdowns tonight and an interception. He recorded all his first 4 touchdowns of the season. He hadn't scored all year. Had a big night tonight, though. Ran for over 100 yards. Then records his first interception on the season as well. It was all Leighton Moore tonight. As now Caleb we'll talk a little bit about Piper next week, and if you have any scores too, we can give those and then wrap things up. But Piper, though, Piper, like you said, they're going to come in hungry and wanting revenge on these Panthers. But it will be a home game for Paola, and that will be one of the nice things.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fun game the first time around on Panthers homecoming night. So Piper's going to have revenge on their mind. Panthers are going to have an excellent week of practice. They're going to have to be ready for a dogfight because Piper's not just going to come in here, be scared, and lay over. They know they can beat us here. So Panthers going to have to stay disciplined like they were tonight, carry that over into the Piper game next week because it's going to be a little step up in competition. No disrespect to Lansing as they've had a rough year, but it's a little more step up in competition. The Panthers will be ready for it. It's going to be a fun game next Friday night.
It truly is because, Piper, that was a game that they nearly beat Paola, but they had so many turnovers and all the penalties that really cost them, and they still had a chance to win. So they definitely feel like if they play just a clean game, or somewhat decent clean game, they're going to have a chance to beat the Panthers. But they were very, very sloppy the last time, and Paola took advantage. But right now, Paola's playing their best football this season. They're coming off their best offensive performance of the season, and so they're playing very confident. And a confident football team is a scary football team, and that's what Paola is doing right now.
Absolutely, and like you said, that's the best football they've played all year long. Like I said, after that overtime loss, that tough 1-point loss in Wamego, something clicked, and these last 4 or 5 games have been very impressive by this Panthers team. They had a really good game against Eudora. I wish we were here for that, but unfortunately had a little bit of a family issues to deal with. Hope you're doing okay with that, bud. whatever was going on, nobody needs to know about that, but hope you're doing better, as that one was a barn burner of a game when the Panthers won a shootout against Eudora 43-42.
Absolutely.
And ever since then, the Lewisburg game was great defensively for the Panthers, and they carried it over into this game. They just need to do it again next week.
46-14, our final score. We'll see you next week here in Paola at Panther Stadium, as Paola will look to beat Piper for a second time this year. It's the 4 versus 5. We'll see you next Friday night. You've been listening to Paola Sports Live. For Jackson Mielman and Caleb Butler, we'll see you next Friday.
Good night.
You've been watching Panther Athletics on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.